You've had 3 weeks, 3 weeks to work on that thing, and you did nothing. Then the night before you sit down, and in like 2 hours you're done. Why does your brain do that to you? It's not laziness. It's not that you don't care. There's actually a reason this keeps happening, and once you get it, you're never going to look at yourself the same way again. So here's what nobody tells you about productivity. The problem isn't that you don't want to work. The problem is that your brain literally can't run at full speed without a real reason to. There's this concept in psychology called threat activation. Your nervous system is wired to react, not to plan. When there's no pressure, your brain goes into energy-saving mode. That's not a character flaw. That's just biology. And here's the part that's kind of going to sting the most productive people, They don't work any differently than you. They just figured out how to fake the pressure. When a deadline gets close, your body releases cortisol and adrenaline. And those chemicals basically tell your brain, emergency mode, go. And when that happens, your focus goes razor sharp. Time feels different. Decisions come faster. You're basically running on a very specific kind of high. Psychologists call this the flow state under pressure. And it's got a sweet spot. Too much pressure, you freeze. Too little, you scroll TikTok for 2 hours. But right in the middle, that's where you actually get stuff done. Which is why you somehow learned an entire semester's worth of material the night before your exam. Now, does this mean you should just procrastinate forever? No, obviously not. But it does mean that being ready is a trap. Waiting for the perfect moment. Getting everything organized first. Feeling motivated before you start. That stuff never comes because your brain reads no urgency as no reason. The people who actually get the most done, they don't work longer hours. They work with fake deadlines. They set due dates that don't exist. They tell someone else they'll have something done even when nobody asked. They manufacture the pressure themselves. This is called public commitment, and studies show it increases the odds of you actually finishing something by 65%. Not because you're suddenly more disciplined, but because you gave your brain what it's always needed, a real threat. So how do you use this? 3 things. Quick. 1. Give yourself a stupid short deadline. Not finish the project. Finish this one part in 20 minutes. Set a timer. Your brain will kick in. 2. Tell someone about it. A friend, a story. Doesn't matter. Public commitment activates the exact same mechanism as real pressure. 3. Start in bad conditions. Waiting for the perfect setup is just procrastination wearing a productive costume. Your brain doesn't need perfect conditions. It needs you to start. So next time, it happens next time you do in 2 hours what you couldn't do in 3 weeks. Don't be hard on yourself. Your brain worked exactly the way it was supposed to. Now you just know how to ask it to do that on your terms. If this has happened to you, and I know it has, drop a me in the comments. I want to know how many of us are out here.